I'm speaking to you from my time, looking at yours, and I have to say something. My voice, well, it comes from a past that you probably think you've moved on from. But what I'm seeing now has a chilling echo of my own time. I need to warn you about the racism I see growing in your world.
You have to understand I come from a time when silence was deadly. Looking away wasn't just a small thing. It was a choice that had fatal consequences. And seeing your world now, from that perspective, honestly, it fills me with a deep, profound sense of horror.
Look, this isn't just history repeating itself. It's more like an old sickness that's learned some new, terrible tricks. Racism, exclusion, this utter contempt for other people, it's all spreading again. But this time it's loud, it's incredibly organized, and it's connected all over the globe in ways we couldn't even have dreamed of.
So to really get a handle on this sickness, you have to look at where it's taking root. I find myself watching two countries in particular, the United States and my own, Germany. And even though their histories are so different, I'm seeing the exact same disturbing patterns emerge in both places.
The symptoms, they look a little different, but believe me, they come from the same disease. In America, I see it in the very structure of things, in the violence, the inequality, and your justice system, and how fear is used as a political weapon. And then in Germany, it's this slow, creeping acceptance of hate. It's an attack on the very memory of what happened, this dangerous effort to downplay the horrors of my own time.
And please, don't make the mistake of thinking these are just random events. They're not. This is a calculated comeback of a very simple and very deadly idea. Us versus them. It's all about devaluing the other. It's about making hate feel normal, bit by bit.
We have to be crystal clear about this. This isn't some misunderstanding. It's not just a fringe opinion or some random thing happening in society. No. It is a strategy. A deliberate, calculated method for destroying democracy from within.
And the very heart of this strategy is a simple, ugly truth. Racism. It's an ideology of inequality. It's a full-on attack on the very foundation of human rights, the idea that all people have equal dignity. Period. Anyone who tries to rank people by their skin color, where they're from, or their religion is standing against the very idea of freedom.
You know, the strategy is always the same. It's like a playbook. Step 1, create hierarchies, rank people. Step 2, when people are afraid, you give them a scapegoat. Blame the migrants, blame black people, blame Jewish people. And this is never ever an accident. It's a tactic to divide people, to whip up support, and in the end, to grab and hold on to power. And please, I'm asking you to believe me on this. I know exactly where this road leads. We've seen it. We lived through it. And when we were faced with it, we made a choice. We chose not to be silent.
Okay, so if that's the strategy of hate, then what's democracy's answer? It can't be some weak, half-hearted reply. It has to be a deep, fundamental commitment, not something you just do when it's easy or convenient.
I remember saying something once. It was a beautiful, sunny day, of all things. I said, what does my death matter if through our actions, thousands of people are stirred and moved to action?
Now, I wasn't trying to be dramatic when I said that. It wasn't about pathos. It was a commitment. It was just a clear, sober understanding of what was on the line and what had to be done.
And that commitment, it's built on a few core ideas. First, human dignity is non-negotiable. It just is. Second, democracy isn't something that's just there. It's a choice you have to make every single day. And fighting racism, that's not some optional side quest. It is the absolute heart of a free society. Because the thing that lets racism win is the indifference of the good people. So this all comes down to a personal choice, doesn't it? It's our daily decision. Because when you're facing this kind of rising hate, being indifferent, well, that's really just another word for being complicit.
Let's be blunt about the consequences, shall we? If you stay silent, you're helping them. You're complicit. If you try to downplay hate speech, you're making the haters stronger. And if you just look away, you're abandoning the victims. It doesn't matter if you're in America or Germany. These truths are the same everywhere.
And I hope you'll forgive me for speaking with such emotion. I do, because this isn't some abstract political game. This is about real people. It's about lives that are in danger. It's about the future that you are building right now with your choices.
What we need now, more than anything, is courage. But listen, courage doesn't start with some grand heroic act. It starts with something much, much simpler. Something every single one of us can do. It begins with clarity.
And what is that clarity? It's this. It's understanding that racism isn't an attack on some other group of people over there. It's an attack on the very idea of a fair and just society. It's an attack on all of us. And because of that, fighting back isn't a choice. It's our duty.
I told you, I speak from a time when silence was deadly. And today, those who are silent are complicit. So really, the only question left is the one you have to answer for yourself. Will you be silent?